Now, okay, here's a question.
Yeah.
With the Switch, with Nintendo Land,
Yeah.
as a Nintendo, I'm going to call you an advocate.
Okay. Yeah.
Fan.
Yeah.
Will you
No.
be buying physical Switch 2 games?
I was going to bring this up in our dedicated, mini podcast about this, but I was like, no, I'll hold off.
Yeah.
And then I forgot. but it came into my mind in that discussion.
Yeah.
Because we've said, like, not too long in the past that we think physicals are pretty much dead now, right?
Yeah.
And I've got like a wall, kind of like what's behind us here,
Yeah.
of just like Nintendo stuff specifically, but a lot of it is Switch games.
Yes.
You know, I've got a load of physical Switch games, and I hate it because I hate having my little freaking bag of like 300 games in it, and I've got to flip it over. And you know what the best bit is? Sat there in front of my lovely 77-inch OLED, going, "Yeah, I want to play this," and my wife's like, "Can I play this game?" And I'm like, I have to get up and walk at least 3 meters, get on my hands and knees, find the thing full of the games, find the game, put it in. I'm lazy. Come on, it's 2025. I want to do nothing.
Every time, anytime we touch on abandoning physical media on consoles, we get they come out.
Major hate
Hate for it.
It's difficult because I love box art. I'll never stop loving that.
Yeah.
And even on like the Steam Deck, I downloaded that like mod where it made all the art big. You know what I mean? And I loved that. I was like,
was that I'm trying to think what it's called.
Emudeki. Is that? I've just blanked. Yeah, I think.
And it gives you the option to put the box art at the top.
Yeah. Emudeki, is the storefront of all these like modifications.
Yeah.
And it was on there. I can't remember what it was called, but whatever. Yeah, it was something on that Emudeki front. Yes. That let you do it. So it's tough because I love having the physical boxes. I love the touch and feel of it. They don't come with manuals anymore, so that's 50% down the drain.
Yeah, I miss manuals.
I do too. You got me one made for Metroid.
It's a custom
awesome.
one.
Yeah, it's wicked. But anyway, so I really like physical games. I do. And this specifically comes into play with the Ally and the Steam Deck. It's all obviously digital. So like my Ally, I've got a 2 terabyte drive in there. And so I can just install what I want.
Yeah.
I never have to physically do anything.
Yeah.
And it's there. I can get it off if I want to. Do you know what I mean? I can uninstall it. I can re-download it. Especially with the Switch being backwards compatible, I'd just be able to sign in, download the games.
Here's my weird...
It's a tough one.
My weirdness with physical games and digital. I fully embrace digital games now.
Yes.
I'm fully there.
Yeah.
Yet I'm a physical collector. Here's the weirdness. I've primarily been playing Xbox.
Yeah. For
the past year or so. That's my primary choice. With Xbox games, I never look to buy them physically.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah.
But yet I still find myself going to look at PlayStation games.
Yeah, physically.
And they never go to the PlayStation store to look to buy games.
Yeah, because you know you're going to get ripped off.
Well, there's that as well, yeah. And I guess anyone who talks about abandoning physical, that's one of the biggest arguments. It's either you're going to lose access to your game at some point, which is going to happen with your physical game too.
Yeah.
But that's their argument.
Yeah.
And the other one is that you're getting ripped off on the digital stores, which I cannot argue against.
Yeah, that's fact. Yeah. The good thing with Xbox games is you can buy them on like any key seller site.
Yeah.
Just the same as PC games.
Yeah.
PlayStation games, no.
Yeah.
Because you can't really. Nintendo are going to be the same. So the only real reason to stay physical on Nintendo is because for some weird reason in our strange universe that we live in, physical is cheaper than digital.
What is that?
Why?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is physical not 70 and digital's 50?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. But anyway, like, if that was the case, I'd be all digital every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I often see brand new games where the physical is cheaper than
all the time.
Digital.
Yeah, all
so
the time.
That's the only reason I'd buy it. Like, I've got Xbox games. I've got a measly little collection of physical Xbox games where I've gone to buy it digitally and gone, I can save like £10, £15 here by buying a physical.
Yeah, get it delivered to me.
It'll be here tomorrow. So I just, and then it comes, and then I've got to download it anyway.
Yes.
It's like, what?
Yes.
Like,
just to get a key.
So I want to see the Switch 2 and be all digital. I'm sorry, everyone. I am sorry.
Wow.
But I want to, The likelihood of that actually happening, probably right down, because I know there's all these brilliant, like, independent UK retailers that will tooth and nail claw the price down to get sales, and I'll probably end up just buying physical stuff. You know, big games like Metroid and stuff, I've got so many physicals, I'm going to buy them physically.
Yeah.
You know, just because I want it on the shelf, or if there's a collector's edition or something, of course I'm going to buy it. But yeah, I mean, in general, I think I'd rather go digital just so I can have everything on there without messing around. We know we're going to get it's rumored it's going to be SD card express on the Switch 2. So we're going to get super fast speeds, like SSD speeds from a freaking SD card.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Downloading straight to that, you're not going to see any performance loss. It'll probably be faster than the cartridge speeds, if anything, by having it digitally. That's something we haven't considered, by the way, is games might run better internally than off a cartridge on the Switch 2.
Well, yeah, if it is that connection, then like it's rumored to be, then it will. Yeah, it will run quicker.
Yeah, unless the new Switch games are on some kind of new cartridge.
Well, actually, that's probably very likely. It's going to be a bit like with full-size SD cards when they went from, I'm going to get really boring and geeky now, from UHS 1 to UHS 2. UHS 2 is more than twice the speed.
Yes.
But you can still use UHS 1 cards on that reader because basically it's just two rows of teeth rather than one. So because the games are going to be bigger for the Switch 2, because the assets are going to be larger. But we know it's backwardsly compatible with the physical one, so it's going to be, I reckon it's going to be something like that.
Yeah.
So it probably will be quicker, but I can't imagine it'll be quicker.
Yeah, than internal storage. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So that's something we've got to look forward to.
I can't believe that you actually said that you're going to buy digital Nintendo games.
Well, it depends, doesn't it? It depends, because buying them direct from Nintendo is always going to be full price.
Yeah, it is.
Whereas again, I know I'll be able to go on to whatever. I could Google the game, and then every online retailer in UK will be fighting each other for the lowest price, or Amazon. Amazon's always like day one 10 quid cheaper.
Yeah, pre-orders on Amazon are typically cheaper.
So the realism of it is I'll probably end up staying physical for the money side.
Yeah.
But I'd love to be all digital. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and the other thing that annoyed me was when they released like Metroid Prime 1 Remaster, they're like, available now after this presentation, but you want physical, you've got to wait 9 years. And it's like, no, like, why?
It's a very recent thing with Nintendo, but they definitely do it.
GTA 3 trilogy.
Yeah, the definitive edition.
It's about 8 years later, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Like, I put in a pre-order, you got it digitally day one. I was like, I can't wait to play this in 9 months. Like, yeah,
but
wicked.
At least by the time you got it, they fixed some of it.
Well, I didn't even bother playing it. Well, by the time I got it, it just went on the shelf. I was done then. Like, the hype was died.
And the whole game wasn't even on the cartridge.
No.
I think the first, I can't remember which one was on the cartridge, but most of it was downloaded. Anyway,
it was,
so it was utterly pointless. It's just a collector's thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think it would just end up being physical because of the price, but who knows? Maybe they get it right. Maybe they start charging more for physical.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen. But
oh, look, transition. That means it's the end of the clip. Thanks for watching it. If you enjoyed this little bit of the conversation, maybe what should they do?
They should head over to 128KB and watch the full hour-long podcast of the show.
Yeah, do. Please watch the whole thing. Bye.
Bye.